Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to tell you the full story of the Shawshank Redemption. This movie is very special. It's not just about prison, it's about hope, friendship, pain, and freedom. It's the kind of story that stays in your heart for a long time. Let's begin. Part 1. A Man Named Andy. Our story begins in 1947. A smart and quiet man named Andy Dufresne is arrested. He was a banker, a man who worked with money. The police say he killed his wife and her secret lover. But Andy says he didn't do it. At the trial, the court doesn't believe him. There is no strong proof to show he is innocent. So, the judge sends Andy to Shawshank prison for 2 life sentences. That means Andy will spend the rest of his life behind bars. When Andy reaches Shawshank, he feels scared and lost. The prison is dark, cold, and full of violence. The guards are cruel, the prisoners are rough, people fight, shout, and sometimes even die inside. It's not easy to survive. Andy is different from others. He doesn't shout or cry. He doesn't try to act tough. He just stays silent and calm. He keeps to himself and watches everything carefully. Part 2. Meeting Red. In the prison, there's a man named Ellis Boyd Redding, but everyone calls him Red. He's been in Shawshank for many years. Red is known as the man who can get things. If you want soap, cigarettes, or even a poster, Red will find it. Andy goes to Red and asks for a rock hammer, a small tool used to shape rocks. Red is confused. He thinks, what will Andy do with a tiny hammer? But he gets it anyway. This is the beginning of a deep friendship. Slowly, Andy and Red start talking. They walk in the yard together. They eat lunch together. Andy is different. He doesn't act like a prisoner. He still walks with pride. He still has hope. Red says something important. Hope is a dangerous thing in a place like this. But Andy says, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. Part 3. Andy's brilliant mind. One day, the guards are talking about money problems. Andy listens and gives one of them, Captain Hadley, smart advice about saving taxes. Hadley is surprised. He didn't know prisoners could be so smart. Soon, all the guards come to Andy for help with money. Even the warden, Mr. Samuel Norton, starts using Andy for financial work. Andy helps the prison hide illegal money under a fake name. The warden trusts Andy completely. Andy also starts a library inside the prison. He writes letters to the government every week, asking for books. After many years, they finally send books and money. Andy teaches other prisoners how to read, write, and pass exams. He even helps a young man named Tommy, who wants to study and live a better life. Part 4. The truth comes out and gets buried. One day, Tommy tells Andy a secret. He met another prisoner in a different jail who once said, I killed a woman and her lover. The husband got blamed for it. Tommy is shocked. He realizes Andy might be innocent. Andy feels hope again. He tells the warden and asks to reopen his case. But the warden refuses. He doesn't want Andy to leave. Andy is too useful. He handles all the warden's dirty money. If Andy leaves and talks, the warden could go to jail. Later, something terrible happens. Tommy is killed. The guards say he was trying to escape, but we know the truth. The warden ordered it. Andy loses all hope in justice. Part 5. The Great Escape. After that, Andy becomes quiet and cold. He spends time alone. He asks Red for a large poster of a movie actress. Red feels something is wrong, but he gives it to him. One morning, the guards go to Andy's cell. Andy is gone. Just like that. Disappeared. No one knows how he escaped from a locked cell. The warden and the guards search everywhere. Then we learn the truth. For 19 years, Andy used the small rock hammer to slowly dig a tunnel behind his wall. He covered it with posters, first of Rita Hayworth, then Marilyn Monroe. Every night, he dug a little and dropped the dirt in the yard during walks. On the night of the escape, it was raining. Andy wore a stolen guard's uniform, crawled through his tunnel, and then through a 500-yard pipe filled with waste. He came out on the other side, a free man. He didn't stop there. He went to the bank, used the fake name created by the warden, and took out all the warden's secret money. Then Andy sent letters and proof to the police. The police came to arrest the warden, but the warden didn't want to go to jail, so he killed himself.
Part 6. Red's Second Chance. Time passes. Red finally gets parole, permission to leave prison after many years, but he feels lost. The outside world has changed. Everything is fast. People are different. He feels like a stranger. Then he remembers Andy. Before escaping, Andy had told Red, "If you ever get out, go to a big tree in a hayfield. Look under the stone. There's something waiting for you." Red travels to the tree. Under the stone he finds a box. Inside it is money and a letter. The letter says, "Hope is a good thing. Come find me in Zihuatanejo, a town by the sea in Mexico." Red breaks his parole and goes to find his friend. The movie ends with Red and Andy meeting on a quiet beach. They hug. They are free. They are happy. After all the pain and loss, they are together again. The message of the story, The Shawshank Redemption, is more than a prison story. It teaches us, never lose hope, even when things seem impossible. Friendship can give us strength. Kindness is powerful, even in a cruel world. And most of all, freedom begins in the mind. Andy never gave up. He stayed calm, used his brain, and believed in something better. Red learned from him, and found his own freedom too. Thanks for watching. If you liked this story, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with more movie stories told in simple words. Until then, stay strong and never stop hoping.